welcome to this week's news show. I am your host, Janae Hoffman. The first story this week is centered around the Powerpuff game that occurred this past Sunday. Here's Alex Carey with the details.
On Sunday, Boone High's homecoming week was kicked off by the annual Powderpuff game. Sierra Waffle puts the seniors on the board first with a 1-yard run. What's this? The seniors converted an onside kick. To end that drive, Sierra Waffle punches it in from 1 yard out. But wait, she's not done. She runs one more in, this time from 60 yards. At halftime, the juniors put on a show, performing their dance routine. The seniors promptly showed them up with a dance routine of their own.
Being a cheerleader was amazing. Just the support that we got from the student section, both sides, it was amazing.
The juniors were driving deep into senior territory when Brianna Sternberg steps up and picks the pass out of the air. The seniors gave the ball right back, though, as the juniors pick one off. Diana Slight runs one in for the juniors, but the damage has already been done. The seniors topped the juniors 28-14.
It feels pretty good, we kind of dominated. At the end, we got a little weak on defense, but it happens.
Scoreboard, we won. That's all that matters.
Look at that scoreboard. Go seniors.
Thank you, Alex. Last year, Boone High began a tradition that was known as the lip dub. This year was a little bit different. Liz Fones has the recap.
On Friday, September 25th, Boone High School kicked off their homecoming week early with a dance dub, similar to what the school attempted last year, but with the twist. The dance dub involves students and staff progressing throughout the school while dancing to a variation of different songs like Hand Jive, Can't Touch This, Single Ladies, and about 14 other songs.
Favorite part about the dance dub was the Harlem Shake when everybody was in the gym and they were dancing to the Harlem Shake and whipping Nay Nay.
The theme for homecoming was remember the past, celebrating the future. And so we started, with the 1950s and then kind of went all the way to now. And so just getting kids involved and doing something from all the ages.
Although some things didn't go perfect with the music and everything, it was about having fun and not about being absolutely perfect on count. And I'm glad the school could do something all together.
I'm hoping that more kids will want to get involved in helping set it up and kind of make it a tradition, doing different things each year. It doesn't have to be a lip dub or a dance dub, but it could be, a flash mob or something different each year.
This has been Liz Fones from Boone TV.
Also, Liz was there to experience the post-game party on September 18th. Here's what she found out about the eventful night.
After the football game on Friday, September 19th, the first post-game event was held. The post-game lasted until 11:30 and students were able to come and go as they pleased. Students had the chance to play games together and compete on different events. There was karaoke, beanbag toss, ping pong, and as promised, $1 pizza. Here's what students have to say about the post-game event.
We had a blast at the post-game. We played ping pong and we did karaoke. Everybody talked and seemed to be having a really good time.
It was really fun. I got to beat Derek at ping pong.
He majorly kicked my butt.
I think it went pretty good. We had a good turnout. It was a lot of fun. Just got to get more people doing karaoke and going hard.
It was pretty good. We did a lot of dancing and jumping around, It was pretty decent, pretty fun.
The event went well enough to make consideration for another post-game event later this year. This has been Liz Fones from Boone TV.
Great job, Liz. Tanner Frost was able to drop in on the annual Homecoming Street Painting event. Here's Tanner with the story.
The Saturday morning before homecoming week starts, BHS students arrived at the street outside Geppinger Field to begin the annual street painting. I asked Miss McIntyre, who was leading the students, how the event was put together.
How many years now? 6 years, and we've been doing it since I've been in charge of student council. I'm also a graduate of Boone High School. I graduated in 2002, and we were doing street painting when I was in high school, so I'm guessing it's been going on for quite a while. Student Council provides the paint. We ask that students bring their own brushes. One of the issues we have is we never know how many students are going to show up, so we have no idea how many brushes to provide, so that's why we usually just ask students to bring a brush with them. Anybody can come out to paint. We advertise it to all high school students, so anyone is welcome to come.
The seniors show off their motto, remembering the past and celebrating the future, and students paint pictures of Toreadors and other symbols. Homecoming week kicked off, and the Toreador football team seeks to defeat the Carroll Tigers at home. This has been Tanner Frost from Boone TV.
Thanks, Tanner. This past Tuesday and Wednesday, Boone High was given the opportunity to host a motivational speaker, Rob Miller. Brock Wilkening has the story.
On Wednesday, September 30th, motivational speaker Rob Miller visited Boone High School to emphasize the importance of belonging to any kind of team to students. As team captain of Michigan University's men's basketball team and head coach of the Spring Arbor College men's basketball team, Miller has an abundance of knowledge on belonging to one. Belonging to a team and the qualities that are required to are important to Rob.
Well, I think these qualities represent those people who make the right choices that try to reach potential. I think when you just walk through and you try to do it just on talent, you're not going to reach there. So we talked about 6 qualities that everybody can do, and it allows everybody to get better. And so having a teachable spirit just means you're willing to learn. Being confident means you're willing to prepare. Working hard means you can get the job done. So those are the kind of things we talk about that allow you to reach potential.
But you do not need a jersey to belong to a team.
Well, I look at teams are teams, and so whether you're competitive on a basketball court or you're competitive in debate or robotics is all the same thing. You have to be prepared, you have to be confident, you have to work hard. All those things come through if you're going to be the best you can be, no matter what it is. So whether you're on a dance team, okay, or whether you're on a football team, it requires the same exact principles to be great.
He also says coaching has helped teach him how to teach what he presents.
Well, I think it's really taken it from having the player to the coach to understand what's behind it all. And so my goal as a coach is to present that to the athlete before, so they understand it. They get to know that aspect earlier in life. It just taught me how to teach it and how come it's so important.
Rob Miller made one goal very clear. People have to step up and be leaders. He gave qualities that a leader possesses and taught BHS students how to become one. Overall, the biggest concept of Mr. Miller's presentation was belonging to any type of team and taking pride in it. This has been Brock Wilkening from Boone TV.
Have you felt safe at school this year? Nathaniel Brown has more on the security at Boone High.
Last year, the school district started installing security cameras throughout the building and now has 230 different views within the district.
Well, we've added a whole bunch of cameras and are able to track an intruder or a kid as we all the way through the building.
A new security feature this year is only allowing students and visitors to gain entry to the building by buzzing into the office. Research shows that 89% of high schools reported having controlled access to the buildings in the 2013-2014 school year, yet there are still mixed opinions about the policy at BHS.
It just makes kids a lot later because they have to walk all the way to the west side to the main entrance, and it actually makes kids really late to class. I've already had 6 tardies in my first hour class.
While many students aren't happy about having to go through the office, Principal Chris Byam says he thinks it's been a good addition to the building.
Well, I think having the locked doors has been a huge difference in our security. We're trying to get students to come in the main office rather than coming in any other way. It allows for us to know who's coming in and out of the school on a continual basis.
Byam also commented that he believes the new security makes up for the lack of having a police officer in the school during the day. Though the new security is inconvenient for some, it's a good method to protect students.
Thank you, Nathaniel. Mr. Wells is known at Boone High as fun-loving math teacher, but this year he's taking on a new role. Keaton Joning found out all about it and has the feature.
The same theme, and that is that family is a strong bond.
Mr. Wells is very excited to get to teach both English and math courses this year. He enjoys new faces in his classroom and the ability to teach different classes.
Well, it's a very kind of a special blessing, Keaton, that I have a degree in both math and English, and in my years here at Boone, 16 times I've been asked to teach English, 16 different years.
Students enjoy Mr. Wells' teaching and classes.
I like about Mr. Wells is that if you don't understand things, he makes you do it yourself, and he doesn't do it for you, so you actually learn. And he's more hands-on with his activities. He has different ways of learning it than just doing it one way.
Wells finds it to be a blessing to get to teach 2 unique classes this year.
Math is very specific, black and white, correct answers, although we work hard in math to emphasize the strategies. English, on the other hand, I really can find out what kids are thinking. I really get into some deep thoughts in writing and speaking and literature.
Mr. Wells is found to be nice and funny by his students.
It's awesome to be in his class, and I think everyone else does too.
Mr. Wells has been teaching for many years, and hopefully many more to come.
Justin Elsner is back this week to let you know how our football team fared this past week against DCG Mustangs.
The Toradors took a great win last week playing Perry. Let's see if they can continue that success this week playing DCG. The home team, DCG Mustangs, donning their home red jerseys for the game, jumped out to a quick 14-0 lead with an explosive running game and a suffocating defense. The score is 28-0, 3 minutes into the second quarter when Nathan Brown found a hole in Boone's line. And bang! He was off to the races with a 47-yard run, breaking past Torador defenders. The floodgates continued to stay wide open for the Mustangs throughout the first half, which ended with the score of 41-0. DCG maintained their commanding lead throughout the second half and continued to clamp down with a dominating defensive performance that the Toradors could not find a way to break down. The Toradors eventually found their way down the field late in the game, resulting in Boone's first and only touchdown of the night. From Boone TV Sports, I'm Justin Elsner.
Thank you, Justin. Kurt Yeager has a recap on how the cross-country team competed at their meet in Indianola on Thursday, September 24th.
It was a cool and cloudy day in Indianola, and the girls' cross-country team was ready to race. Junior Diana Slight did great and finished 5th with a time of 20 minutes and 41 seconds. Freshman Ellen Castle finished 39th with a time of 23 minutes and 50 seconds. Sophomore Hannah Eppert finished close behind at 41st and with a time of 23 minutes and 55 seconds. Coach Beating was happy with how they ran.
I thought they all ran really well. Coming into it, we weren't really sure about the course. It's a new course this year, so they just came out, they really gutted it out. They hit some hills pretty hard, so I was really happy with how they ran.
Boone finished 7th out of 8 teams. Despite the long drive down to Indianola, the boys' cross-country team was ready to race. Senior Derek Hahn finished 36th with a time of 18 minutes and 28 seconds. Sophomore Max Hyatt stepped up and finished 61st with a time of 19 minutes and 53 seconds. Junior Brant Phillips fought through to finish 70th with a time of 20 minutes and 14 seconds. Sophomore Cody Frame explained how the race went.
You know, just another day at the office. We're out here just doing our best. The team did great today. You know, we all ran out. We improved a whole lot. You know, I think everyone PR'd today. You know, everyone's feeling good, and the weather was great. You know, some cloud cover and no humidity. The wind was decent. You know, everything's going pretty good today. So yeah, just another day at the office for the Boone Toradors cross-country team.
Even though it was a hard meet, that didn't keep Boone from finishing 11th out of 13 teams. This has been Kurt Yeager from Boone TV.
Thanks, Kurt. And thank you for watching this week's news show. We'll be back next Friday with all the latest news, sports, and entertainment at BHS. In the meantime, you can watch and read all of our stories at BooneTV.com. But before we go, here's Question of the Week.
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!
This past week was Spirit Week, where everyone tried to follow a theme each day. So this week's question is, if you could choose one of next year's themes, what would you choose?
I would have a whole day where everyone dressed up as movie characters. Movie day.
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute!
ER day or something like that.
My new day would be Neon Day, because who doesn't love neon?
I'd probably say wear something red.
Dress up as a celebrity day.
Are you lying to me? No, I'm serious. Oh my god.
I would choose to do a 80s theme homecoming. My day I would pick would be pajama day.
would be for the world's greatest sport, hockey. It would be all things hockey all day long.
Question of the week. Question of the week.